Over 100 years ago, Argentina was seen by many as the country of the future. With its vast, fertile lands and booming exports, the nation was brimming with potential. Some even believed that Argentina could one day rival the United States as a global superpower. But what happened? How did such a promising nation lose its way? Let's explore this fascinating chapter in history in simple terms. A nation on the rise. At the turn of the 20th century, Argentina was one of the world's richest countries. Its fertile pampas produced enormous amounts of beef, wheat, and other crops that were in high demand worldwide. This agricultural boom attracted millions of European immigrants, each hoping for a better life. Cities like Buenos Aires were growing rapidly, filled with ambition and energy. The country's wealth wasn't just measured in money, it was in the dreams and opportunities that came with it. Investors, entrepreneurs, and everyday citizens believed Argentina was destined for greatness. In many ways, it was a nation on the brink of a golden age, one that could have easily stood alongside the rising industrial power of the United States. The seeds of greatness. Imagine a place where the land seems endless and every field holds promise. That was Argentina. Its success was built on 1. Rich farmlands. The pampas were ideal for raising cattle and growing crops. 2. Booming exports. Agricultural products flowed into global markets, filling the country's coffers. 3. New immigrants. People from Europe arrived in droves, bringing new skills, cultures, and ideas. This combination of natural resources, wealth from exports, and a vibrant mix of cultures created an environment where many believed Argentina could become a superpower. The storm clouds gathered. However, even the brightest prospects can be dimmed by internal challenges. For Argentina, a series of problems began to emerge. Frequent changes in government, including military coups and political upheavals, made it difficult for the country to plan for the long term. Imagine trying to build a strong, tall building while the ground beneath keeps shaking. Without stable leadership, big projects and reforms were hard to achieve. Leaders often introduced bold, populist policies to win popular support. While these policies sometimes offered short-term relief, they eventually led to economic chaos. Heavy government spending, high debt, and inconsistent economic policies made Argentina vulnerable when global markets shifted. While being the world's breadbasket brought wealth, it also meant that Argentina depended too much on a single sector. When global demand for agricultural goods dropped, especially during economic downturns like the Great Depression, the country's economy suffered greatly. While other nations, especially the United States, were investing in technology and manufacturing, Argentina hesitated. This reluctance to diversify its economy meant that as the world moved toward industrialization, Argentina was left behind. Why Argentina's dream faded? Despite its early promise, Argentina's future was shaped by a mix of internal and external challenges. The constant political turmoil and erratic economic policies created an environment where long-term progress was nearly impossible. Leaders were often more focused on short-term popularity than on building a stable future. Global events like the Great Depression and World War II changed the economic landscape dramatically. The United States, for example, managed to recover and even flourish during these times by investing in industry and technology. In contrast, Argentina's economy, heavily tied to agriculture, couldn't keep up. These combined challenges meant that despite its potential, Argentina never fully transformed into the superpower many once believed it could be. Lessons from a forgotten era. Argentina's story is both fascinating and instructive. Here are a few key lessons we can take from its rise and fall. A nation needs a stable government to plan for the future. Constant political changes can disrupt progress and undermine public confidence. Relying on one sector, even one as lucrative as agriculture, can be risky. Countries that diversify into manufacturing, technology, and other industries tend to be more resilient against global economic shifts. Populist policies that bring immediate benefits can sometimes harm a nation's future if they are not balanced with a long-term strategy. Sustainable growth requires planning that goes beyond short-term gains. Reflecting on what might have been, it's intriguing to think about what might have happened if Argentina had taken a different path. With its abundant resources and the spirit of innovation, the nation had every reason to believe it could have been a major global power. Instead, a mix of internal missteps and global economic shifts steered it away from that destiny. Today, Argentina still holds a rich cultural heritage and a proud history. Its story is a reminder that potential alone isn't enough. A clear vision, stable governance, and the ability to adapt to changing times are all essential for lasting success. Argentina's lost superpower dream serves as a powerful lesson in the rise and fall of nations. It reminds us that even the most promising beginnings can be derailed without the right ingredients for sustainable growth. While Argentina may no longer be viewed as a potential superpower, its history continues to inspire discussions about opportunity, leadership, and the complex journey of nation building.